Hello, and welcome to Calm English. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jake. It's so good to have you here today. Take a slow, easy breath and let your shoulders soften. There's nowhere you need to rush off to.
If you're new here, this is a slow English podcast. We speak slowly and we keep our words simple, so you can just relax, listen, and follow along.
You don't need to understand every single word. That is completely okay. Just let the language drift past you, gently, like the warm smell of bread from a kitchen.
And if you like, you can read the words on the screen while you listen. Listening and reading together is a wonderful, calm way to learn.
So get comfortable. Maybe make yourself a warm drink and settle into a soft chair. There's nothing to finish here, and nowhere you need to be.
Today, our topic is simple and homely and rather lovely. We're going to talk about the quiet pleasure of baking at home.
Baking at home. The warm smell of bread, the soft feel of dough, a cake rising slowly in the oven. There's something about baking that calms the heart.
We'll talk about the smell of warm bread, kneading dough, waiting for it to rise, baking cookies and cakes, a warm kitchen, baking for people we love, and the patience it teaches.
But first, let's look at a few words. We call this part today's words. We'll use them many times, so let's learn them now, slowly and gently.
Our first word is bake. Bake. To bake means to cook food, like bread or cakes, in an oven using dry heat. For example, on a Sunday, I love to bake.
The second word is oven. Oven. An oven is the hot box in your kitchen where you bake your food. For example, we put the cake in the oven.
The third word is bread. Bread. Bread is a soft food made from flour and water, baked until warm and golden. For example, I love the smell of fresh bread.
And the fourth word is dough. Dough. Dough is the soft, sticky mix of flour and water you shape before you bake it. We knead the dough by hand.
So, again, our four words. Bake, oven, bread, and dough. Don't worry about remembering them perfectly. You'll hear them many times today.
Let's say them once more, slowly. Bake, to cook in an oven. Oven, the hot box where you bake. Bread, a soft food made from flour, baked golden.
And dough, the soft mix of flour and water you shape before baking. Lovely. Now, with these gentle words ready, let's begin our slow talk about baking at home, Jake.
Thank you, Emma. I think one of the simplest pleasures in life is baking something at home. However busy the world feels, in the kitchen, everything slows to a gentle pace.
Oh, yes, there's a deep calm in it. You gather your flour, your butter, a little sugar, and already the day feels softer and slower and more homely.
Exactly. And you don't need anything fancy. A bowl, a spoon, an oven, and a little time. From those simple things, something warm and wonderful slowly comes to life.
That's what I love about it. Baking asks so little of you, just your hands, your patience, and a quiet hour, and in return, it fills your home with warmth.
Yes, and there's a lovely feeling in just beginning. You tie on an apron, you dust the table with flour, and the whole afternoon stretches out, calm and unhurried.
Oh, I love that moment. The clean bowl, the soft flour, the quiet kitchen. Nothing has happened yet, and yet everything good is just about to begin.
And the world outside can wait. For an hour or two there are no errands, just you, the warm kitchen, and the gentle work of your hands.
That's it, exactly. Baking gives you permission to slow down. You can't hurry bread or rush a cake. The baking sets the pace, and you simply follow, calm and patient.
Now, Emma, I have to begin with my very favorite thing. The smell of warm bread baking in the oven. For me, there's no lovelier smell in the world.
Oh, mine too. Is there anything warmer than that? The smell of fresh bread fills the whole house. It drifts into every room and makes a place feel like home.
It really does. You can be in another room, reading or resting, and slowly that warm, soft smell reaches you. And straight away, your heart feels a little happier.
Yes. It's such a comforting smell, warm and a little sweet and deeply homely. I think it reminds us of kitchens we knew long ago when we were small.
That's so true. The smell of baking bread takes me right back to childhood, a grandmother's kitchen, and the promise of a soft slice with butter.
Oh, what a lovely memory. And that's the magic of smell, isn't it? One warm breath of baking bread, and suddenly you're a child again, waiting by the oven.
It really is magic. And the smell slowly fills the whole house, growing richer as the bread bakes. By the end, you can almost taste it in the air.
Yes. And it makes everyone gather, doesn't it? The smell drifts through the house, and one by one, people wander into the kitchen asking, "Is the bread ready yet?"
Oh, that's so true. A baking smell calls people in like nothing else. There's something about it that says, "Come, sit down, rest a while. Something warm is almost ready."
It's a kind of welcome, isn't it? You don't even have to say a word. The warm smell of bread drifting from the kitchen is an invitation all on its own.
Beautifully put. And then, at last, the bread comes out of the oven. Golden and warm and crusty. You set it down, and the whole kitchen seems to glow.
Oh, that first warm loaf. You can hardly wait to cut it. A thick, soft slice, a little melting butter, and that smell still rising from it. Pure, simple happiness.
Now, Emma, I want to talk about the dough, because for me, kneading dough with your hands is one of the most calming things in all of baking.
Oh, I agree completely. There's something so soothing about it, isn't there? You push and fold and turn the dough over and over, slowly, in a quiet, steady rhythm.
Yes, and it's such a gentle, simple motion. Push the dough away, fold it back, give it a quarter turn, again and again. Your hands soon learn the rhythm.
They really do. And after a little while, your mind grows quiet. You stop thinking about your worries. There's only the soft dough and the steady work of your hands.
That's so true. Kneading dough is a little like a meditation. The slow, steady rhythm settles your thoughts. Your breathing softens, and bit by bit, the whole day grows calmer.
And the dough itself changes under your hands, doesn't it? It starts out rough and sticky, but slowly, as you knead, it becomes smooth and soft and springy, almost alive.
Oh, I love that moment. When the dough turns smooth and silky and springs back gently when you press it. You can feel, with your hands, that it's ready.
It really is. And there's a simple pleasure in working with your hands. We spend so much time at screens, but dough is warm and real and soft to the touch.
Yes, there's something deeply satisfying about it. Flour on your hands, the soft dough under your palms. It brings you right back into your body, into the quiet present moment.
And it connects us to so many people. For thousands of years, people have kneaded dough by hand, just like this, to make their daily bread. It's a very old craft.
That's a lovely thought. The same gentle motion your great-grandmother might have used in her own warm kitchen long ago. When you knead dough, you join a long line of bakers.
I love that idea. All those hands across all those years, shaping soft dough into warm bread. And here we are, doing the very same thing in our quiet kitchens today.
Now, here's something baking teaches us so gently, Emma. Patience. Because once you've made your dough, you have to wait for it to rise, and you simply cannot hurry it.
Oh, that's so true. The waiting is part of it. You shape your dough, cover it with a cloth, and set it in a warm place. And then you wait.
Yes, and nothing you do can make it go faster. You just have to leave it be in its warm corner and let the slow magic happen on its own.
It's a lovely lesson, really. In a world that always says, hurry, hurry, the dough quietly says, no. Slow down. Some good things simply take their own gentle time.
Beautifully said. And there's a quiet wonder in it, too. You come back an hour later, lift the cloth, and the dough has doubled. Soft, round, full of air.
Oh, that's such a happy moment. peeking under the cloth and seeing how much it has risen. The dough did its quiet work while you waited.
It really does feel like a gift, and the waiting makes it sweeter. If bread came instantly, we wouldn't treasure it so. The slow rising makes it special.
Yes, and while the dough rises, you have a little pause, a quiet hour to make a cup of tea, to read, or to sit by the window.
That's a lovely part of it. The baking gives you small, gentle waits, and instead of filling them, you can rest in them. The dough rises, and so do you.
What a beautiful way to put it. The dough rises, and so do you. We could all use a few quiet waiting moments sitting still while something good grows.
Yes. And then comes the second little wait, when the loaf is in the oven. You watch through the glass as it turns golden, and the warm smell fills the room.
Oh, that waiting by the oven is the hardest. You so want to open the door and peek, but you wait patiently and trust the heat to do its work.
Now, Emma, we've talked about bread, but let's talk about something sweeter. Baking cookies and cakes. Because there's a special kind of joy in baking little treats, isn't there?
Oh, there really is. Cookies and cakes feel like pure happiness, don't they? Not for hunger, not really. For joy and comfort and sharing something sweet with people you love.
Yes, and baking cookies is such a cheerful thing. You mix the butter and sugar, stir in the flour, and soon you have a soft, sweet dough for the tray.
Oh, I love spooning the dough onto the tray. Little soft mounds, all in a row, and then into the oven, and the warm, sweet smell begins at once.
It does. And there's nothing like a warm cookie fresh from the oven. Soft in the middle, crisp at the edge. You almost burn your fingers, you're so eager.
Oh, that first warm cookie. You really can't wait, can you? And somehow they always taste best straight from the oven, still soft and warm, with a cold glass of milk.
They truly do. And a cake is a lovely thing to bake too. There's something special about it. A cake usually means a celebration, a birthday, or a small, happy gathering.
A cake is made with love, isn't it? You bake it slowly, you let it cool, and then comes the fun part, spreading on the soft icing.
Oh, the icing. That's the best part. And decorating a cake is such a joyful, playful thing. A few berries, a little dusting of sugar. It doesn't need to be perfect.
That's so true. A homemade cake is never quite perfect, and that's why we love it. A wonky cake, made with care, is lovelier than a perfect one from a shop.
Beautifully said. There's a warmth in something homemade, isn't there? You can taste the care in it. A cake baked by someone who loves you. That's truly special.
It really is. And baking sweet things fills the house with happiness. The smell of warm sugar and vanilla. It makes everyone smile before they taste a thing.
It does. A baking day is a happy day. And whether it's bread or cookies or a soft, warm cake, the kitchen becomes the heart of the home, warm and welcoming.
Yes, and there's something for everyone in it. The mixing, the smell, the warm first bite. Baking gives so much joy from such simple things and a little time.
Now, Emma, let me paint a picture. A warm kitchen on a slow afternoon. The oven on, the windows a little misty, something baking. Isn't that the coziest thing?
Oh, that's such a lovely picture. A warm kitchen on a gray afternoon, the oven glowing, the windows soft with steam, and that gentle warmth wrapping around you. A quiet comfort.
It really is. There's nowhere cozier than a kitchen when something's in the oven. The warmth, the soft smell, the quiet hum. It's a little shelter from the busy world outside.
Yes, especially when it's cold or rainy outside. The wind at the window, the gray sky, but inside, the kitchen is warm and golden and full of the smell of baking.
Oh, that's the best, isn't it? Rain on the glass, and you warm and snug in the kitchen with a cup of tea waiting for the bread.
It really is heaven. And there's something about a slow afternoon with nowhere to be and nothing to rush. Just you, the warm kitchen, and the gentle work of baking.
Yes, those slow afternoons are precious. We don't get many of them, so when one comes, baking is such a lovely way to spend it. Calm, unhurried, and quietly satisfying.
It really is. And the kitchen becomes such a peaceful place. The soft light, the warm air, the tick of the oven, the scrape of the bowl, the quiet.
Beautifully said. And there's a lovely stillness to it. You potter about, wipe the table, wash a bowl while the bread bakes, small, gentle tasks in a quiet room.
Yes, there's no rush, no noise, just the slow, happy work of the kitchen. And slowly, as the afternoon passes, your mind settles and your heart grows warm.
What a lovely thought. The warm kitchen warms more than the bread, doesn't it? It warms you, right through. By the end, you feel calmer and content.
It really does. A slow afternoon of baking is a kind of gentle care for yourself. You fill your home with comfort and give your busy mind a rest.
Now, Emma, baking is even lovelier when it's shared. Let's talk about baking with family. Some of the warmest memories are made in a kitchen with the people we love.
Oh, yes. Baking with family is so special, isn't it? Especially with children. The mixing, the mess, the licking of the spoon. To a child, baking is pure magic.
It really is magic to them, standing on a little stool, flour all over their hands and faces. They stir so seriously, so proudly, and they're so happy to help.
Oh, that image. A child up on a chair, carefully stirring the bowl with flour on their nose. It's so dear, and they remember those afternoons for life.
They truly do. I still remember baking with my grandmother as a small boy, her gentle hands guiding mine. We made simple things, but the memory is golden to this day.
Oh, what a precious memory. And that's the real gift. Not the cake itself, but the time together. The warm kitchen, the laughter, the closeness of baking side by side.
Yes, the cake gets eaten and forgotten. But the afternoon stays with you forever. The flour fights, the licked spoons, the warm bread shared. Those are the things we keep.
It's so true. And baking together is a gentle way to be close. You stand side by side, your hands busy, and an easy, warm closeness slowly grows between you.
Beautifully said. There's a quiet teamwork to it. One person mixes, one greases the tin, one reads the recipe, one cracks the eggs. And slowly, together, you make something good.
Yes. And it's a lovely thing to pass down. A family recipe handed from grandmother to mother to child. A little card, soft and stained with age, full of memory.
Oh, those old recipe cards, they're treasures, aren't they? The faded handwriting, the splashes of butter. When you bake from one, the people before you feel close by.
What a beautiful thought. You bake your grandmother's bread, and somehow she's there with you in the warm kitchen. The recipe is a kind of love, passed down through the years.
It really is a kind of love, and that's what baking together gives us. Not just bread or cake, but warm memories and a gentle thread that ties the family together.
Yes. So if you have little ones or family near, bake something together soon. It's messy and slow, but the warmth of those afternoons will stay in your hearts for years.
Now, Emma, there's another beautiful side to baking. Baking for others. There's such joy in making something warm and giving it away to someone you care about.
Oh, there really is. To bake for someone is such a kind, gentle thing. You spend your time, your care, all to make a little something to bring them joy.
Yes, and it says so much, doesn't it? When you bake for someone, you're saying, I thought of you. Here is something warm, made just for you, with my own hands.
It's true. A homemade loaf or a box of cookies is such a warm gift, because they can taste the time and the thought and the care baked right in.
Beautifully said. And it's a lovely way to care for someone in a hard time. When words feel too small, a warm loaf at their door says, I'm thinking of you.
Oh, that's so true. A warm cake on a neighbor's step, cookies for a friend who's feeling low. Food made with love is a quiet comfort when there's little to say.
Yes. And there's such happiness in the giving, isn't there? Watching someone's face light up when you hand them something warm that you made with your own hands just for them.
It really is. I sometimes think we get as much joy from the giving as they do from the eating. To bake for someone is a way of loving them.
That's beautifully put. And it brings people together, too. A shared cake, a warm loaf passed around a table. Food made with love draws people close and warms a simple gathering.
Yes, there's an old kind of kindness in it. Baking bread for a neighbor, a cake for a friend, it's a small thread that ties a little community together.
It really is. And the lovely thing is, anyone can do it. A little flour, a warm oven, and a kind heart. From those simple things, you can bring real comfort.
That's so true. So perhaps that's a gentle thought to hold. Next time someone you love is on your mind, bake them something warm to say you care.
Now, Emma, we should be honest. Baking doesn't always go perfectly, does it? Sometimes the bread doesn't rise. Sometimes the cake sinks. And that's all part of it, too.
Oh, that's so true and important to say. Baking goes wrong sometimes for everyone. A flat loaf, a burnt edge, a cake stuck in the tin. It happens to us all.
It really does. I've had bread as hard as a stone, cakes that sank, biscuits that spread into one big puddle. And you know what? You laugh and you try again.
Yes, and there's something freeing in that. Baking teaches you that mistakes are okay. A failed cake isn't the end of the world. You shrug, you smile, and you bake another.
That's such a good lesson, and often the failures become the best stories. The cake that collapsed at the party. The bread so hard it could prop a door.
Oh, we really do. Those baking disasters become family legends, don't they? Far more fun to remember than the perfect cakes. The happy failures we tell again and again.
They truly are. And then there are the happy accidents. The times when something goes wrong and yet turns out even better than you planned. Baking is full of surprises.
Oh, I love a happy accident. You forget an ingredient or add too much of something and you brace yourself and then it's delicious. A whole new recipe born by mistake.
Yes. So many wonderful recipes were born exactly that way, weren't they? Someone spilled something or left a cake in too long and discovered by accident something even more delicious.
That's so true. And it teaches you to relax. You don't have to be perfect. You do your best, you stay curious, and the little mistakes bring the sweetest surprises.
Beautifully said. I think that's one of the kindest things baking teaches us. To be gentle with ourselves when things go wrong. To laugh, to learn, and to try again.
Yes. The oven doesn't judge you. The dough doesn't mind if you get it wrong. You just clean up and start again a little wiser. Such kindness in that.
There really is, and every baker, even the best, started with flat loaves and sunken cakes. Nobody bakes perfectly at first. You learn slowly, batch by batch.
That's so encouraging. So if your baking goes wrong, don't be discouraged. It happens to everyone. Just smile, learn a little something, and try again. Each loaf teaches you.
And that brings us to something lovely, Emma. The patience that baking teaches. More than anything, it teaches us how to slow down and wait gently for good things.
Oh yes, that's the heart of it, isn't it? Baking cannot be rushed. The dough rises in its own time. The bread bakes at its own pace. You learn to wait.
Yes, and it's such a needed lesson in a world that wants everything instantly. Baking reminds us that the best things take time, and the waiting is part of the gift.
It really is. And learning a language is so much like baking, isn't it? You can't rush it. You add a little each day, and slowly something good begins to rise.
Oh, I love that. Learning English is just like baking bread. You can't hurry it or skip the waiting. Just keep going day by day, and slowly it rises.
Exactly. Some days it feels as though nothing is happening, like dough sitting quietly under its cloth. But underneath, it's working. One day, you see how far you've risen.
Beautifully said. So be kind to yourself and patient. There's no rushing bread and no rushing learning. Just a little each day and the quiet trust that you're growing.
You will. Every word you learn is like a little more flour, a little more warmth. It all adds up slowly into something good. One day, you'll be amazed.
Beautifully said. So be kind to yourself and patient. There's no rushing bread, no rushing learning. Just a little each day and the quiet trust that you're growing.
What a lovely thought. And just like baking, learning is sweeter when you enjoy the making of it. Don't only wish for the end. Enjoy each gentle step along the way.
Yes, enjoy the kneading, so to speak. Enjoy the slow, simple work of it. The joy isn't only in the finished loaf, it's in the warm, patient hours of making it.
That's so true of baking and learning both. The pleasure is in the doing. The quiet afternoon, the warm kitchen, the gentle work. The good things come from slowing down.
Beautifully said. And maybe that's the deepest gift of baking. Not just the bread, but the calm. It teaches us to slow down, be patient, and savor the simple things.
Yes. In a fast, busy world, baking is a little island of slowness, a warm, quiet hour where you make something good and time moves gently.
That's beautifully put. So, next time you have a slow afternoon, why not bake something? A loaf, a few cookies. Let the warm kitchen and gentle waiting comfort you.
Such a kind thought. You don't need to be a great baker. Just a little flour, a warm oven, and a quiet hour. The baking itself will teach you the rest.
That's the lovely truth. Even a simple loaf can be a little rest for your soul. A warm, calm hour in a busy week. A small, homely comfort made by hand.
And once you start, you often find you needed it more than you knew. The warm kitchen, the gentle work, the waiting, your busy mind settles and your whole self softens.
It's just like that, isn't it? We forget how much we need to slow down until we're in a warm kitchen, kneading dough with nowhere to rush.
So perhaps that's a thought to carry with you. When life feels too fast, bake something. Let the warm kitchen and slow work be your small, calm pause.
I love that. A little flour, a warm oven, one slow afternoon. That's how we soften a hard week and find a little calm again, one warm loaf at a time.
So, dear listener, this is your gentle invitation. Sometime soon, bake something at home. Knead the dough, wait for it to rise, and fill your home with that warm, comforting smell.
What a kind invitation. And it doesn't matter what you make, a grand loaf or a few cookies. Just tie on an apron, warm the oven, and enjoy the slow pleasure.
Yes, the quiet joy is waiting right there in your own kitchen. The soft dough, the warm oven, the golden bread, the gentle smell, all of it ready whenever you choose.
Beautifully said, Emma. I think that's a gentle place to slow down and gather up the warm ideas we've shared today before we say our soft goodbye.
Yes, let's. Our first word today was bake. To cook food like bread or cakes in an oven using dry heat. We talked about the calm pleasure of baking at home.
Our second word was oven. Oven, the hot box in your kitchen where you bake. We remembered watching the bread slowly turn golden through the warm glass of the oven door.
Our third word was bread. Bread. A soft food made from flour and water, baked warm and golden. We talked about the lovely smell of fresh bread filling the house.
And our fourth word was dough. Dough, the soft, sticky mix of flour and water you shape before baking. We remembered the calm, gentle rhythm of kneading dough with your hands.
4 simple words. Bake, oven, bread, and dough. If you remember even one tonight, that's wonderful. You've done so well just by being here and listening with us.
You really have. And remember the ideas we shared. How baking at home can calm the heart and turn a slow afternoon into a warm and gentle pleasure.
We talked about the warm smell of fresh bread drifting through the house, calling everyone gently into the kitchen, and reminding us of warm afternoons long ago.
We remembered the calm of kneading dough by hand, that slow, steady rhythm that quiets the mind, and the patient waiting while the dough slowly rises.
We talked about baking cookies and cakes, the sweet joy of little treats, and the cozy comfort of a warm kitchen on a slow gray afternoon.
We talked about baking with family, those warm and flowery afternoons, and baking for others, the gentle love of giving someone something warm, made by your own hands.
We remembered the happy failures and lucky accidents, and how baking teaches us to be gentle with ourselves, to laugh at our mistakes, and to try again with a lighter heart.
And we talked about the patience baking teaches, how, just like learning English, you can't rush it, but add a little each day, and something good slowly rises.
Such warm and gentle ideas. We hope they stay with you, and that very soon you'll bake something at home and feel some of the calm we've shared today.
Well, that brings us gently to the end of our time together today. Thank you so much for spending this calm, quiet hour with us. It means a great deal.
It really does. Thank you for letting us keep you company today with gentle talk of baking at home. We're so grateful you chose to spend this peaceful time with us.
And before we go, a small, gentle thing. If you've enjoyed this quiet time, it would mean so much if you'd subscribe to Calm English. It helps our little channel grow.
It really does help, more than you know. And if you could leave a like too, that's a kind way to tell us you'd like more slow, calm conversations like this one.
We'd love that. And we'd love to have you here again next time. So please subscribe, leave a gentle like, and we'll keep these quiet hours coming, just for you.
Thank you, truly. And remember, you don't have to be perfect at English or baking or anything else. Just keep going, a little at a time. Be gentle and kind with yourself.
And remember to enjoy something slow this week, wherever you are. Bake a loaf if you can. Fill your kitchen with warmth and let the gentle, patient work calm and comfort you.
We'll be right here next time with another slow and gentle conversation whenever you need a calm place to rest and breathe and listen for a while.
Until then, please be very gentle with yourself. Rest when you're tired. Bake something warm when your heart is heavy. And take good care of your kind heart. Take care for now.